Welcome back to your 49ers Live, looking here from the SAP Performance Facility. This time around, it's so crazy to think that it was a year ago that Greg Papa made his debut, made his introduction to the faithful on our Live Looking. And then now we got him back again in the seat, chat a little 49ers football. But this is the thing about you, Greg. So I remember that day, it was your first time at practice, and you were kind of meeting a lot of the faithful, and I asked you some question, and you knew an exact date of whatever happened. You were like, oh, that was September 3rd, 2003. And my mind was blown. You're like a walking Bay Area sports encyclopedia. Is that pretty accurate?
I have a hard time getting my children's names and birth dates and anniversaries and all that non-important stuff. But if you're looking for, I've been doing this a long time. I mean, I moved to the Bay Area in August of '86 to do the Warriors games, and I did the A's games and the Raiders games and the Giants games, and now I got a picture in my house that Bob Sargent gave me, Al Guido signed, Jed York signed, Kyle Shanahan signed, John Lynch signed, Brent Schob signed, that has a big 49er jersey with number 5. Because I'm the only guy in the Bay Area to work for all 5. We love the Sharks, but we're going to call it the original 5. Sharks are a little bit of the newbies on the block, which also means I was fired by 3 of those teams. So, but yeah, being here now and being with the 49ers, so I personally am so much more comfortable being here than I was a year ago, because I don't think I even met you. You and I were texting, and but I didn't know what you looked like. I'm like, who's Keiana Martin? What am I going to do? Who's Bob Lang? Who's Mike Chazanoff? I mean, I didn't know anybody. Now we're in a weird world. This is really different. I got my mask ready to go.
Exactly.
So if you want me to shut up, I'll just go like this. And we got this GPS trackers.
That's right.
Which I think, they set them at 6 feet, but I think mine is more like 16 feet because they don't want me near anybody because I am an Italian and I'm touchy-feely. But I'm feeling all right because I think we're about 6 feet away,
right there
right?
at 6 feet, exactly.
So yeah, but, we would have had a Raider 49er preseason game last night. Yeah. So
and now
we're adjusting. So the big thing is no preseason games. So I use training camp, and I'll make eye contact with you a little bit, but I got to keep an eye on McGlinchey at all times. And Garoppolo, and so I'll be looking. So I'm a little going into the first game because I get to ramp up in the preseason, not having any video, more so on the Arizona Cardinals, and it's like we're playing now.
Right.
How are they going to line up in their base? How are they going to line up in their nickel? How much are they going to use 10 personnel? All that stuff, to train my mind and to broadcast. It's just so new. For the players, it's really weird, and that's all that matters. But even me, so I need training camp more than ever this year.
So it's like not only are the players without a preseason, they're using training camp as a good barometer, but also you yourself, Greg Papa.
Totally.
You got to use this too because I think it's 21 days. I think 3 weeks from tomorrow is week 1 where the 49ers will be hosting the Arizona Cardinals. It's crazy to believe that football's already amongst us. But you're basically getting thrown right back into the fire. No preseason, no time to knock off the rust. You got to be ready for week 1, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be fine, obviously. I'll go back and listen to some games from last year. But we do need the preseason. And the beautiful thing is working with Tim. Tim and I do preseason on television, which is kind of the minimalist. As a play-by-play guy, Tim's the star. I don't say anything. So I kind of use the preseason as just to get and we got some new guys. Ayuk wears Marquise Goodwin's number, but he doesn't look like him, and he doesn't play like him. So I got to get used to, I can't say, throws caught by Goodwin. No, it's Ayuk.
Right,
so
exactly.
Little things like that. So you kind of use the preseason, and even on television, because I don't have to call it immediately. I'd like to, but I can lay back on television. So those 4 preseason games are a little way, they're kind of like off Broadway to get ready for opening night. So I use that a little bit. So, but you know what? No one cares. We're all going to adjust. I'm just glad we have football.
Oh, yeah.
I hope we get through it. I hope we all stay healthy. I hope we travel safely. I hope that we don't have outbreaks on any team or any position group, and we get through it. Because honestly, a month ago, I was really skeptical of how this was going to work. And you and I talked the first day, So, this little thing, and then we get I just got a COVID test, so I may have some green and slipping out of my nose here. It's amazing how those little swabs all of a sudden, it cleans you out.
Exactly.
But we get tested all the time. So I feel really safe.
Yeah.
Much safer than I thought going into it and knowing all the protocols. But a month ago, I was like, how is this really going to work? But now I do feel like this can work.
Exactly. I feel like some of the guys are saying, even in their press conferences, they were saying that, they had to talk to their families. Is coming back to football, is it worth it, and weighing the pros and cons. But a lot of the guys are saying since they've been here, they feel safe.
Yeah.
The protocols, the distancing, the different things that are being put in place to ensure player safety, coach safety, staff safety. So that's really great. But you brought up Tim Ryan. He was actually our guest on our first live look-in.
I know. I saw
on
the
Monday.
foo.
That's what I was going to ask you. What's
Yeah.
going on with this mustache, the facial hair? What's going on?
So we were watching practice. It was a week ago today on Saturday. We were together the whole time. We both got our masks on. And mine set at 16 feet. I think Tim's is set at 60 because they don't want. He's like an honorary member of the coaching staff, so they want him way away. Don't jump off sides. So we're doing the whole thing, and we have our mask on. So I never noticed. And about, I don't know, an hour and a half into it, we're ready to leave. He pulls it down, or he takes a swig of water, and I see this foo with a little soul patch, and that is so Joe Namath. That is so 1970s. So, and he's also got the mullet going. So
people started screenshotting, and I saw them posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
Tim Ryan's new look. I like it. They said Tim Ryan is a whole mood, and I agree. I couldn't disagree.